let's see here. Let me get the light right. Alright. So tonight, we're going to do things just a little bit different than we normally do. Guys, I need you to kind of bear with me here in the beginning. I have an Amazon package being delivered, and they just texted me and said they couldn't find my address. So I need to kind of watch for him and go out and intercept my package. And like I said, we're going to do things a little different. I got 2 little snakes to feed tonight. And then after I feed them, we will also be talking about some other ones, and I'm going to show you. I'm going to actually get one out and tube it and everything to try to show you guys. So, but right here, this is the timber rattlesnake, guys. Come on, smash that like button. Hang on, this might be the guy right here. All right, guys, I appreciate you waiting for me for a second there. I had ordered a new computer because I can't edit any 4K video from the new camera. Unfortunately, on the computer I have, so I had to order a fucking new one. All right, so anyway, guys, like I said, we're going to do things just a little different tonight. First thing is we're going to feed this little dude here. And then after we feed this little guy, we are going to feed one more small one. And after we do that, then we're going to get one out. We're going to show y'all the proper way to restrain a venomous snake and handle a venomous snake. Because a lot of channels on YouTube I see don't really quite do it the proper way. So we're going to do that and give you guys a look at how that works. Teach you how we tell the difference in male and female, and do a little talking. So these rodents here will literally be about 2 minutes, and we will get moving on things. Here, I'm going to pull this up on the computer so I can read the comments. I'm just getting pulled up here, guys. I'm sorry I'm not talking. Anyway, for those of you that ain't been here before, you don't really know how I do things, and for those of you who have been here, you know how I do it. First thing is, before I start working with these venomous snakes, I like to say a short prayer, you know, for my safety while working with these guys, and you know, everybody else's, you know, respect and whatever, you know, like just to say a prayer. So we will start off with that, and then we will move right into feeding these guys, and then we'll move into the other main part of the video tonight. So if you guys don't mind, give me just a minute of silence in the chat while I say the prayer. And while I'm doing so, please, if you haven't hit that like button yet, please smash that like button. We really need your likes to help get this out there to more people. Again, your likes really help bring people in on this stream. It helps bring people to our future streams. It really helps a lot for us here, guys. We have 76 people in here with 17 likes. Please smash that like button while I say the prayer. Heavenly Father, we come before you today with gratitude and humility. Thank you for the gift of life, for the world that you've created, and for every creature that walks, crawls, slithers, and swims, and flies upon this earth. Lord, we recognize that the natural world reflects your creativity, power, and wisdom. Today we gather with a shared interest in understanding and working with venomous snakes, animals that many people fear, yet animals that are also part of the beautiful balance of creation. We ask for your guidance as we study them and handle them, and grant us wisdom, patience, and steady hands. Father, help us remember that knowledge comes with responsibility, and when we work with venomous animals, the risks are real. So we ask for your protection, not only for ourselves, but also for the animals in our care. Help us treat them with the respect and never arrogance or carelessness. Give us clear minds and disciplined hearts. Remind us that skill comes through humility and training and constant awareness. Let us never become overconfident. Instead, help us remain cautious and thoughtful and prepared in everything that we do. Lord, we also ask that, we ask you for the opportunity to learn, and every creature has a purpose. Even the snake that many fear plays an important role in the balance of ecosystems and controlling pests and maintaining healthy environments. And remind us of the complexity of the natural world that you've created. We pray that the knowledge we share today will be used wisely to educate others, to improve safety, and to promote respect for wildlife rather than fear or cruelty. Guide our words, guide our thoughts, and guide our actions. Keep us safe, keep the animals safe, and help us grow in understanding. And as always, please keep the pointy end of these animals as far from my body as possible while we work with them tonight. Amen. Guys, tonight I want to talk about a topic, that sits at the intersection of science, safety, and respect for wildlife, and it's the practice of tubing venomous snakes. For many people, the idea of handling a venomous snake is terrifying, but for professionals and herpetologists, veterinarians, and even venom researchers and experienced keepers, it's something that sometimes has to be done. But it must be done carefully, deliberately, and with the proper training and tools. Tubing is one of the most important safety techniques used when working with venomous snakes. Whenever done correctly, it protects both the handler and the animal. Today I'm going to cover three main things with it. What tubing is and why it's used, and the basic principles behind the technique, and the mindset and responsibility required when working with venomous animals. So first is, some of y'all might be asking, what is tubing? Well, tubing is a handling technique where we use a clear plastic tube to safely restrain the head and part of the body of the snake. The snake voluntarily moves into the tube, at least semi-voluntarily, and once its head and upper body are inside, it can no longer turn around and bite. And this allows me to safely perform tasks like, medical examinations, sexing the snakes, checking for parasites or injuries, and administering medications and other treatments, and transporting the animal safely. The key idea is simple, control without excessive force. Instead of grabbing the snake directly behind the head like you see on a lot of videos, because that can really stress or injure the animal, the tube creates a transparent barrier between, the snake's mouth and myself. And it's a method, that's widely used in zoos and research facilities and professional reptile collections. And tubing really matters, and why it matters is working with venomous snakes really carries risks. And venomous species possess, that specialized venom that's used for hunting and defense, but a bite can be life-threatening. So because of this, guys like me rely on layers of safety. We use snake hooks and tongs and clear tubes and secure enclosures. Proper training and protocols. This guy's hiding from us, isn't he? Yeah, he is. There he is, right here. Sorry, guys, this tripod's tough to get into position here. Let's see if I can get it balanced somehow. Come on, darn it. Stay there. Stay there. There we go. But, tubing is very valuable because it allows, close examination of the snake without the need to, directly restrain the head of the snake. It also reduces the chance of injury to the snake itself. So whenever it's done properly, tubing is actually less stressful for most of the species compared to a forceful restraint. Now, the most important tool in this is the tube itself. The tubes are usually an acrylic or polycarbonate plastic. There's a few important things about this, though. Transparency, the handler really has to be able to clearly see the snake's head in the body position. You got to have the correct diameter. It's very crucial. The tube's got to be just wide enough for the snake to enter, but not wide enough for the snake to turn around. And if the tube is too large, the snake can reverse direction. And if the tube is too small, the snake won't enter and can become stressed. Guys like myself typically have multiple tube sizes for different sizes snakes. Now, other tools that you see me use frequently here in the streams are things like snake hooks and, secure handling surfaces like the tops of these tubs and protective barriers. Sometimes y'all may not see me, but when I pass by one of these snakes during the stream, I actually hold one of the lids of the containers between myself and the snake as a barrier. Obviously these latching containers, so each piece of equipment plays a huge role in reducing risk. So the basic principles behind tubing, rather than thinking of tubing as a trick or a stunt, it's better to think of it as a controlled, controlling snake behavior, or snake behavior management, if you will. Snakes generally move forward whenever they're guided. Handlers like myself take advantage of that, natural motion. And the general idea kind of works like this, myself will position the tube in front of the snake, and kind of give it gentle guidance or encourage the snake to move forward. And as the snake enters the tube, its head and upper body become, contained inside. And once the snake is inside far enough, I can carefully secure the rest of the body and the tube while the head remains protected. And it just allows certain procedures to be done safely. However, tubing, should never be rushed. Snakes respond to movement, vibration, and stress. So quick or aggressive actions can cause defensive reactions. So calm and steady movements are very essential. Now, one of the biggest dangers in working with venomous animals isn't the animal itself. It's actually human overconfidence. A lot of people, especially experienced snake handlers, will tell you the same thing. The movement that you think you've mastered, or I guess the moment you think you've mastered, these venomous snakes, it's the moment you become vulnerable. And that's what I talk about when we talk about some of these other guys that you see free handling these snakes, because they feel like they've known the snake all their life. Well, just because you've known the snake all your life, it's still a wild animal. And it can still get, scared or spooked and, react. So, tubing just requires, patience, awareness, respect, and preparation. I constantly ask myself questions like, is the environment secure? Do I got the right size tube? Is there a backup person present? Is anti-venom accessible if needed? So safety planning is not paranoia. It's in my opinion, professional responsibility. and it's respect for the animal. You know, another. And talking about that, that's another great point, you know, and very important point is respect. Venomous snakes aren't villains. You know, they're wild animals doing what nature designed them to do. So when they strike, it's usually because they feel threatened. Tubing should never be used for showmanship or entertainment. And some of you might be saying right now, well, you're going to show us this on a YouTube video tonight. Yes, I am doing that, and I guess that kind of is showmanship, but it's more about education for me to show the proper way to restrain a snake versus the way you typically see on YouTube. You know, it's just a practical handling method, not a performance, you know. When we work with animals, you know, responsibly, we recognize that their safety matters too. So poor handling can injure a snake's spine, ribs, or internal organs. Ethical handlers, you know, prioritize animal welfare as much as their own safety. So, you know, it's important to emphasize something clearly. Tubing venomous snakes should never be attempted unless you have been trained or have, you know, done it before. You know, proper training usually involves things like, you know, mentorship, you know, with experienced handlers, you know, years of working with non-venomous species first, or, you know, learning species behavior, and understanding emergency protocols. Handling venomous snakes without proper training is extremely dangerous. You know, guys like myself spend years building the skills needed to work safely. You know, knowledge, experience, and discipline are the real tools, not just hooks and tubes. You know, some people still have questions, you know, why does education matter? Well, one reason, you know, talks like this are valuable is because they replace fear with understanding, and snakes play vital roles in ecosystems, and they help control rodent populations, which protects crops and reduces diseases. Yet many snakes are killed simply because they're afraid, or people are afraid. You know, education helps, you know, people learn which snakes are dangerous, which snakes are harmless, how to avoid risky encounters, you know, and why snakes deserve protection. When people understand wildlife, they are more likely to respect it. You know, so, you know, working with venomous snakes is not about bravery. It's about discipline. It's about preparation. And it's about respect. Tubing is just one technique among many that guys like myself use to handle these animals safely. When it's done correctly, it allows necessary medical care and research with reducing risk to both myself and the snakes. But perhaps the most important lesson in this is the natural world deserves humility. You know, every time we interact with a powerful animal like a venomous snake, we are, you know, reminded that humans are not in control of nature. We are participants in it. So whether you're a scientist, a keeper, a student, or just a viewer or somebody fascinated by wildlife, remember, you know, 3 principles. Respect the animal, respect the risk, and respect the responsibility. And guys, with that, I'm going to go ahead and try to feed this little dude, see if he will take a small meal for us here tonight, and then we will move on to what I want to show you guys. So let's go ahead and give this a shot and see what happens here with him, and we will move forward with the educational show here tonight. Now, these rodents I'm giving him tonight are rather small, but it's what I have available, so we're going to go ahead and do it. Bam, he's struck already, so we're just going to lay that right there for him. And guys, please smash that like button for us. I really, really need your likes. We need your likes to spread this to as many people as possible, get as many people as possible in here for the episode, and also to bring people into the future streams. Again, guys, you know, conservation is super important, and by y'all hitting that like button, you're helping out tremendously with conservation efforts. I know it doesn't seem like much, you know. You think, well, how does a like do that? Well, a like brings more people in, and the more people we get in here, the more people I'm able to educate about these animals. The more people I'm able to show that these animals are not villains. These animals do not chase you down to try to bite you like Hollywood wants to make you think, you know, or the movies, you know. So guys, we really need your likes. Please try to get us up there. We're 20 minutes into the stream. I like to be at 100 likes within the first 30 minutes of the stream, but we still need about 44 to get there. So if there's about 44 of y'all in here that could help us out and smash that like button, I really, really appreciate it. Or actually, we need 53. I'm sorry, not 44. But yeah, please guys, smash that like button, help us out. It doesn't cost you anything, and it pays off tremendously for us. Again, guys, we are not a channel that begs for money and stuff like a lot of the channels do on YouTube. We simply want your likes to help us further our mission here. We don't make a lot of money on YouTube, so it's not about the money for us, you know. It is simply about, you know, spreading the education and conservation of our natural resources and our wildlife. So please, we need 50 more likes to hit that goal, guys. Smash that like button. I'm going to take a minute to look at some comments here and try to answer any questions if anybody has asked any. Bully. Yeah, you can pet the snake, Eric, if you want to. He is a yellow-faced timber rattlesnake. The reddish marks along the back make it a timber. No, that's not what make it a timber, but, you know, timber rattlesnakes do have that. Thank you for the gift, NBT. Thank you. I appreciate that very much, guys. If there's anybody in here that hasn't hit that like button, please smash that like button, guys. We got 104 people watching with 53 likes. I'm really trying to hit 100 likes, guys. I only need 47 more to hit the goal. As soon as this guy's done eating, we're going to go ahead and pull one out and handle him and show you guys a little bit about the animal up close, you know, give you a close-up view of them, some of the ways that we tell sex of these animals, you know, some other ways of identifying venomous snakes. We have some things we really want to show, and the more likes we get now, the better that'll help us out with getting people in here in a bigger crowd for when we get to that point. So this guy will only take a few minutes here to eat a couple of rodents for us, and once he's done eating, we will move on over there to do that with the bigger snake, guys. So please smash that like button. As soon as we hit 100 likes, we're going to get the other snake out. Still need 42 more, guys. 42 more likes. Bam, he just bit that one. So we'll drop that right there for him. And you give him just a minute, he'll go over there and get it. Guys, please help me out. Get me to 100 likes. As soon as we hit 100 likes, we're going to get out a bigger rattlesnake. And we're gonna restrain them. We're going to hold them and show you guys some things about them. Talk a little bit about them. But if I need to get enough likes to bring a bigger crowd in, you know, so we can teach, you know, more people about the things, even if you're not going to stay here long, please still help me out and hit that like button. We have lots of venomous snakes here in our collection. We actually have over 200 snakes in total. And, you know, we do live streams 6 nights a week, and we show different snakes all the time. We do introduce one new snake per week into our repertoire. But anyway, so guys, please smash that like button. You know, if you're interested, you know, hit the subscribe. But If you're not, I understand, but either way, please help us out with that like. That's the most important to us. Again, we're not one of them channels that beg for money. We just don't do that. Like you see a lot of channels on YouTube, oh, I'm homeless, I need money, blah, 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 blah. You know, we don't do that crap. We simply beg for your likes. We ask for your likes about 1,000,000 times a night because the likes are so important. It's what helps us grow. It's what helps bring more people in. It's what helps us get the knowledge out there about these animals. And, you know, you hitting that like button not only helps the animals, but it helps humans as well. Again, you know, through our talks, we have learned that these animals control rodent populations massively, and indirectly by doing so, that protects crops. It protects, keeping diseases down. It does a lot for us. You know, we have taught y'all that the venom of these snakes was actually used in the productions of some of the very first ACE inhibitors, which are heart medications that, maybe some of your very own family members take to live. So these snakes may be contributing to, the life of your family members. But if not your family members, they are most certainly contributing in keeping a lot of other people alive. So guys, please help contribute back by hitting that like button. We're at 71 likes right now. We still have 4 minutes left to hit our goal of 100. We only need 27 more. If we can get 27 more likes in the next 4 minutes, that would be awesome. That would put us right on track with our goal. Guys, we got 126 people in here with 73 likes. Please smash that like button. Again, soon as this snake's done eating, we're going to feed him one more rodent after this one. And soon as he is done eating, we're going to go ahead and pull out another snake. We're going to pick him up. We're going to show him up close and teach y'all a few things about him. We do have another small snake to feed tonight, but I can either feed him, before or after tubing the other snake to show y'all how that's done. But it's up to you. Doesn't matter to me either way. But guys, please, we need 20 more likes. Or actually, we need 18 more likes, guys. We still have 3.5 minutes. Well, we got 3 minutes and 15 seconds remaining. Please, smash that like button. 18 more likes in the next 3 minutes. Help me get there, guys. You guys are the best. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for the gifts, guys. Thank you for the gifts. $85. We still need 15 more likes, guys. We only got 2.5 minutes left. 15 more likes in the next 2.5 minutes. Please help me out here. Really, really need your likes, guys. It's the only thing that keeps this channel going is y'all hitting that like button and watching our videos. So please smash that like button. We got 140 people in here with 86 likes. We need 14 more to hit our goal of 100. We only have 2 minutes flat remaining. Bam, he just ate another one. Look at that. Real quickly. We need 12 more, guys. 12 more. We got 1 minute and 45 seconds remaining. We need 10 more. We still got 1 minute and 40 seconds remaining. 9 more to go, guys. Come on, 9 more likes. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. I appreciate you very much. Again, guys, right now you're looking at a baby timber rattlesnake. This baby timber rattlesnake was born at the beginning of September. I have donated several of them to a college for research. It is live research, so they are kept alive and they are treated well. And I also have I have 21 babies remaining that will be released in the spring to a known den site. Guys, we're at 96. We need 4 more likes, and we only have 35 seconds remaining, guys. Come on, 4 more likes, 35 seconds. We almost at our goal, guys. We need 4 more. Keep them coming. Smash that like button. We're at 97. We need 3 more. We only got 25 seconds or 24 seconds remaining. We did it. We're at 101. We beat the time. Awesome, guys. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. You guys are the best. CJ Luttrell, these colors right here are their baby colors. As they get older, their colors will change. This snake here will become more of a greenish yellow color. When I pull an adult out here in a little bit, you'll see what colors he'll look like as he ages. And they also come in a black phase, you know, in the northeastern part of the United States. They stay about this color as adults in the southern portion of the United States and in the Midwest. But in the Northeast, they get black and some of them get yellow. Yes, absolutely, Dow. They are venomous. It's a venomous timber rattlesnake. Absolutely. Thank you for that. Xander, yes, it is a venomous snake. It is not poisonous. They are commonly misused, those words. But just a little breakdown how to tell the difference is if you bite it and you get sick, it is poisonous. If it bites you and you get sick, it is venomous. You got bit by one of those, Nason? Yeah, I've been bit by one in the past as well. I was bit by a large male, and it was a horrible bite. Absolutely painful. The kind of snake I recommend for a first-time owner, it depends on if you plan on going into venomous later on or not. But either way, if you just want one as a pet, I recommend a ball python. If you want one to train for venomous snakes later, I recommend either a false water cobra or a rat snake. There is no rattlesnakes that are not venomous, Miley. What's up, Bits? How are you? What's up, Tay? How did I get bit, Scott? I was actually driving home one day, and guys, smash that like button for me, please. Help me get up there to 125 likes, guys. Keep them coming. But I was driving home one day, and I saw a rattlesnake on the road. I thought it was dead. I thought somebody had hit it with the car or something like that. I stopped. I picked the snake up. It was completely limp, like a limp noodle. And there was a guy standing in the yard next to where I saw it, and I was talking to him, standing there holding it, not paying no attention, and that snake come up and grabbed a hold of my arm. It was my own fault. I was an idiot. I should have never assumed the thing was unalive. One more rodent for this guy, and then we're going to save the last rodent for the other little snake. So let's see if he's ready to strike another one. You ready to strike another one, Bubba? One more? Yep, there you go. Good boy. There you go, big guy. But guys, come on, smash that like button, guys. We're at 117. We got 179 people in here. We only got 117 likes. Please, guys, get me up there to 150 likes. Soon as this guy's done with this rodent that he's eating right now, we're going to pull out a larger snake. We are going to actually restrain it and hold that snake and show you guys some things about him and talk a little bit about him. So please smash that like button. Help me get a bunch more people in here to watch the show. We want to teach as many people as we can about the importance of these animals and the conservation, how important conservation is. These animals participate a lot, in the health and safety of our people and our ecosystems. So guys, you guys can contribute and help back by simply hitting that like button. It doesn't cost you anything. It pays off tremendously for us and conservation. Thanks everybody that's in my horizontal live right now, watching that as well. We will be getting you a better view on our when we pull out the other snake. We don't do horizontal streams that frequently, but we do have vertical and horizontal both going tonight. We've done it a couple of times now. I am trying to start building an audience in horizontal of people who want to watch it more frequently. I don't see any chats over there yet. I don't know if anybody has chatted in the horizontal or not, but let's see here. Yeah, actually somebody did. What's up, Iron Sword? You can like it, Iron Sword. You have to close the chat and you'll see the thumbs up underneath that. Yes, this is a timber rattlesnake, scientifically known as Crotalus horridus. Holly, you're absolutely right about rat snakes. They will vibrate their tails. Not just rat snakes, lots and lots. Most non-venomous snakes will do that, and other venomous snakes will do that to mimic that of a rattlesnake. What's up, Tim Lee? Yeah, maybe I'll get $50 to save that mouse tonight, Scott. You're right. You're right. Guys, you know, I am going to, tomorrow I am going to start putting a message up there, you know, seeing if anybody wants to make a donation, because I would like to purchase another snake. And I'm going to buy it whether anybody contributes or not, to be honest with you. But I'm going to put it up there and see if anybody wants to contribute towards purchasing a new snake. Yep, Crotalus horridus. Now, a fun fact about the timber rattlesnakes, guys. The timber rattlesnake used to be found all the way from New England to the northern parts of Florida, as far west as Minnesota and northeastern Texas. However, there has been decline in their populations throughout the United States. They are actually protected in many states by federal law. Because the timber rattlesnake reproduces very slowly, and there's been huge declines in numbers. The timber rattlesnake at one time in the southern portion of the United States and in the Midwest, they was called a canebrake rattlesnake. Their scientific name was Crotalus horridus. However, over the years through science and DNA and things like that, they have determined that the timber rattlesnake Crotalus horridus and the canebrake rattlesnake Crotalus horridus are one and the same. They are just different color differences, you know, between the locations, and that basically has to do with, you know, temperatures and elevations and things like that. Like in the northeastern portion of the United States, states like Pennsylvania and New York, you'll find them. They'll be a black color or yellow color. And in the south and through the Midwest, they'll be, you know, a more of a gray or sandy kind of color. Guys, please smash that like button for us. We really need your likes, guys. We need 17 more to hit our goal of 150. If there's 17 people in here that ain't hit that like button yet, please smash that like button. Double tap center your screen, or if you're on a TV or a PC, just go ahead and find that thumbs up icon and click on it. Again, guys, it doesn't cost you anything, and it pays off tremendously for us and for the conservation efforts with these animals. Absolutely, Dow. This thing was born in September, yes. Kaboom. Again, guys, yeah, I have donated, I don't remember how many total I donated to the college. I think it was 11 of them, if I remember correctly. I donated 11 of them to a college. They will keep them alive. You know, it is live research they are doing, because I am big into the research of snake fungal disease, which can affect all snakes, but it affects timber rattlesnakes extremely bad. And so they're studying snake fungal disease, and I donated 11 of them to them, and then I have another 21 babies that will be released in the springtime at a known den site. Let's see here. Guys, we're at 139. We need 11 more likes to hit that goal of 150, guys. Come on, 11 more likes. Thank you for the gift very, very much. Thank you, thank you. Please smash that like button. We need 10 more likes to hit that 150, guys. Come on, keep it coming. Keep it coming. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate the gift very much, Scott. Thank you. Anybody else that has sent a gift, thank you. Sometimes, guys, I miss your comments or the gifts coming through because I am working with the snakes and I'm not looking at the chat. But I sometimes catch, sometimes I don't. If I ever don't catch them, it's not that I'm trying to be rude. I just seen one now. Thank you for the gift. Thank you, thank you. I'm not trying to be rude or anything. I do appreciate it. It's just, it's very important for me to keep my eyes open and pay close attention with these venomous snakes. I know it, your boy Mark. Thank you, thank you. You always support, brother. I see you in my short videos and everything. Thank you very much. Wow, have you ever seen so many Davids? David. David. Yeah, that's funny. How to watch horizontal, Dora. There's another stream. You just got to go to my channel and search for the other stream. I got 2 streams going right now. Absolutely, Sean. Guys, come on, smash that like button for me. We need 5 more to hit that goal of 150. As soon as we hit that 150, we're going to pull out a larger snake. We're going to tube them, and we're going to take a good look at them and talk a little bit about them, show you some, ways to identify venomous snakes here in the United States, show you, how the rattles work, show you, how you tell if they're male or female, show you how you would administer medications if they were sick, show you the safe way to restrain a snake, unlike some of the videos you see here on YouTube. Some of the videos you see on YouTube, guys are pinning them, they're stepping on them, they're doing all kinds of goofy shit to restrain the snake that's not healthy for the snake or safe for them. We don't do that around here. We want to, we want to promote safety. We want to promote, health for these animals. Guys, we're at 150, guys. My new goal is 175, so come on, guys. Get me up there to 175. This snake's almost done with his rodent. He's finishing swallowing it now. So as soon as he is completely done swallowing this, we'll go ahead and move on. We'll get that other snake out. Just a couple of more minutes and we'll make it happen. In the meantime, I'm going to look at the chat here. Hey, buddy, what are we feeding tonight? I'm feeding a timber rattlesnake right this minute. Timber rattlesnake. Actually, the timber rattlesnake has a dump in there. He took a little poop, so I got to get that out of there real quick. There we go. I got it. And now he's moving away because I scared him. But tomorrow we're going to feed a lot more stuff. Tonight I didn't have a lot of rodents available to feed much tonight. I just had some little pinkies and stuff, so we had to feed some smaller stuff. Come on, dude, that was a sticky poop. What the fuck? Get off of there. Alright, there we go. Tongs are clean. Alright, guys, so when these, you come on over and touch it. But right there, you're getting a good look at the end of the tail. That's the rattle. Now, this guy does have enough segments to rattle and stuff. Am Spirit. Yeah, they are pointless pets. You're absolutely right. But these are not pets in my situation. These are educational ambassadors. I am on here trying to teach education. I am on here trying to teach people the safety and the importance of these animals. I'm not on here looking for brain rot bullshit. If you want that, go to another channel. Have a nice fucking night. But anyway, guys, if you're looking at the tail right there, I'm sorry, I got the camera in the way of this other one. There we go. If you look at the tail of this snake there, I'm interfering with the other camera. Hang on. There we go. It's in your upper left corner there, but when you look at the tail of this animal, it actually has enough segments on the tail to actually rattle and make some noise. Now, when they are first born, they are born with just a little tiny piece of keratin on the tail. And who's saying, are you muted? Hey, one of my regulars, tell me if you can hear me or not, because no, you cannot hear me. Okay, let's see here. 1 second. What the fuck? There it is. Alright, guys, sorry about that. My microphone died. So anyway, hopefully it's good now. We should be good to go. But, anyway, so we're talking about the rattle on the end of the tail here, guys. This snake is finally large enough to be able to rattle and make some noise. So when they're born, they are born with just a small piece of keratin on the end of their tail. Keratin is the same stuff that your and my fingernails are made out of. And every time they shed their skin, they grow a new segment onto their rattle. Contrary to popular belief, you cannot tell how old a rattlesnake is by how many buttons are on their rattle or how many segments are on their rattle. Now, again, when they're first born, they cannot make any noise with that rattle. They have to basically be silent. So anyway, but from the time these guys are born, they are already 100% independent. They must hunt on their own, survive on their own, and everything. Now, something with these timber rattlesnakes is, a timber rattlesnake for a female, she don't get sexually mature until she's about 8 to 11 years old. A male will mature about 5 to 7 years. Now, a female will only reproduce every 3 to 5 years. So if you do the math on that, if she don't mature to 11 years old and then only reproduces every 3 to 5 years, and they live to about 20 years old, you know, she may only have babies 1 to 2 times in her entire lifetime. So, and then when she does have babies, she has an average of 6 or 8 babies. Now, when she has, let's just say 8 babies, so if she has 8 babies, by the very first winter, when it comes time to den up and brumate, there's only going to be about 4 of them left. Now, come springtime, we start off with 4 of them, but another half of those are not going to make it through their first year. So now we're down to 2 of them. So out of a litter of 8 babies, there might be 2 babies that survive, 1 to 2 babies that survive. So guys, the reason that I stress it so much with the timber rattlesnake is because if you kill just one female timber rattlesnake, it could take decades for that colony to recover, if it ever recovers. You can completely kill off an entire colony of timber rattlesnakes by simply unaliving one. So guys, this conservation thing is super important. It's way more important than a lot of people, understand, a lot of people know, and I don't blame people for that, They came up watching TVs and movies and stuff where snakes are always the villain, and it puts fear into people over them and stuff. That's, I want to change that. I know I'm just one guy and I'm one small guy, but the more people I can reach here, the more people that can help spread that message over time, And again, I have a lot of people on this channel right now that come into me and said, oh, I don't like snakes, or I'm scared of snakes, or I hate snakes, But they stick around and watch because of some of the cool morphs that I have. Some of the cool cobras or orange or yellow rattlesnakes and stuff like that. And they stick around and watch, and now maybe they still don't feel safe with them and stuff or completely love them, but they return and they start to get past their fear and realize some of the really cool things about these animals. In turn, maybe they talk to their friends or their family about it, and it just helps spread the education, and we protect these animals one YouTube view at a time. TA, you may have accomplished more, just by hanging out in here and hitting that like button. You have, and I'm not joking. The studies show they only have a 30% accuracy for food item strikes, only eating 8 meals a year, because half of the year they are in brumation. No, they definitely eat more than 8 meals a year. Absolutely eat more than 8 meals a year. That must be outdated research you're looking at. One timber rattlesnake in the Northeast, you are correct now, they brumate for almost half of the year, but they'll usually go into brumation around the beginning of October, and they'll come out around May. They'll start to emerge in April or May from brumation. So now, anyway, they will eat much more than 8 meals a year. They'll eat, they're opportunistic hunters, so they'll usually eat, whenever something comes in front of them, they're going to eat it. But, they will, typically eat once or twice a week. All right, guys, let's see. We got 124 people in here with 158 likes. Guys, please get me to 175 likes. We don't need many more to do that. Come on, get me up there to 175. I really appreciate all of you. Thank you very much. And I'm going to go ahead and close this guy up. I'm going to get the cameras moved, and I'm going to pull out the other snake, and we're going to tube it up and talk to him a little bit about it. I appreciate you for hitting that like button, SB. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, CJ. Yes, guys, I just read part of that comment from David there, but yeah, unless you know 100% sure what snakes are what, I do not suggest catching a snake. It was for the timber canebrake rattlesnake survey. It was an average of all of them from New York to Texas survey, 5 years, 2017. Okay, I got you, Jacob. Yeah, that survey, in my experience and my research over 20 plus years, I say that survey is actually wrong. Now, again, with it being an average, I can see how they come up with those numbers. But yeah, some of that's incorrect on the frequency of them eating. Just one rattlesnake can eat dozens of rodents a year. Look at that, guys. You just got a big old fang shot. That was pretty cool. Hi, Nancy. Thanks for stopping in again. Yes, they are in Ohio, Sketty. Yeah, Santa Barbara, is that, I don't know California, but is that north or south there? It's south, yeah. So you got the Southern Pacifics down there. You probably might even have some speckleds. But yeah, the Southern Pacifics are a beautiful snake. I love Southern Pacific rattlesnakes. They are actually my second favorite rattlesnake species. Look at that yawn, guys. Awesome. Yeah, the Sopaks are great, man. I do not have a Southern Pacific right now. I sold a Southern Pacific a while back thinking I was going to get another one, and I never got the new one. That sucks. Timber rattlesnakes in Iowa. Yes, at one time they was, Casey. Alright, guys, so I am going to go ahead and move the cameras around here. Guys, we only need 11 more likes to hit 175, and then we're going to get out this bigger rattlesnake, tube it up, and talk about him a little bit. And I am going to wear my sunglasses in front of that damn light because that light's bright as heck, so I'm not trying to be a cool guy. It's just super bright, and I'm going to be looking right into it. Okay, I got you, Jacob, yeah. Okay, so yeah, they recorded their ambush spots. Yeah, see, they'll use multiple spots, though. That's cool, though. I understand how they come up with their numbers. Awesome, Patrick, awesome. Nah, I'm gonna wear them in front of this damn bright ass light though. I did it one other time in front of this bright ass light, and then I saw a ring all night afterwards. All right, let's see here. 167, guys. Guys, smash that like button. We only need 8 more likes to hit our goal of 175. Please, smash that like button. Doesn't cost you anything, and it helps us out a lot. Your likes are the only thing that make this happen. Oh, I was trying to let him come back on camera by himself, but he's not participating. I can hear your channel. Oh, okay, I got you. I got you. I appreciate everybody for coming in, hanging out, getting that like button, and talking with us. And we're at 169, guys. We only need 6 more to hit that 175. Come on, smash that like button. Holly, they are not expensive. I was actually just talking with a guy about getting a saw scale, but he quit messaging me back, unfortunately. We only need 5 more likes, y'all. 5 more to be at 175, and we're going to pull this other snake out. We need 4 more. We're at 171. 4 more likes, guys, and we're going to pull out a big rattlesnake. Smash that like button for us. 4 more likes, and we'll get out the bigger rattlesnake. We'll tube them. We'll show you how to properly restrain a rattlesnake. We'll show you how to determine the sex, whether they're male or female. We'll show you how to identify a venomous versus non-venomous snake. We'll talk a little bit about them. You know, we'll get you a good shot of the belly of the snakes. We'll show you, you know, different scale areas. Show you a close-up of their head and their face, the heat-sensing pits. There's a bunch of stuff to talk about. We're at 176. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you very, very much. Give me just a minute here. I'm going to answer just a couple of questions in the chat, and then we'll get that snake right out. Only take us just a couple of minutes here. That is a little cute rattlesnake, Bits. I love that little snake. They had what? What? Let's see here. They had people posing in front of their warning signs, not even noticing the timber rattlesnakes, but the snakes moved after each hiker that walked by, leaving their scent, harassing their hunt. Yeah, absolutely, yeah. But the snakes never went towards the people. Thank you, Ralph. Thank you. Yeah, you got some pink timbers in North Houston. Yeah, down there, yeah, they will look kind of pink. You're right, like a grayish pink or tannish pink. Yeah, guys, our ultimate goal is 200 likes tonight. Help us get to 200. I'm going to go ahead and start moving these cameras and stuff around where we can get a better look at everything. Let me try to adjust this camera a little. Alright, I got that one adjusted. Let me adjust the other camera and we will get them out and take a look here. Alright. Guys, one day I will have a cameraman to do this stuff, but for right now, it's just me, myself, and me. Alright. Go on, you bitch. Stay there. There we go. Alright. So, move this little horridus out the way. sure the camera's pointed the right direction. Alright. That should do it, I think. Let's see, is that one zoomed in a little or something? There we go. Alright, that should work. Alright, guys. So, first things first, this is the tools we use. This is just a clear acrylic tube, and then our hook. None of that stepping on the snake shit, you know, none of that, you know, squeezing his neck, you know, none of that stuff. Of course, you're in your damn hide. Come on out, Bubba. Come on out. Come here, big guy. Come on. Come on out. Come on. Come on, Bubba. Come on. There you are. Come here, big guy. Hey. Come here, big guy. Hey. All right. Let me catch my runaway rattlesnake. Here he is. All right, guys. So I hope y'all can see this right here where I'm at. But so let me get him over here. Come here, dude. Hey. Come here. Guys, some of you that's been here before, and you've heard me say about not having enough room to work with these snakes correctly, this is exactly what I'm talking about. It's hard to move in here. Come on, dude. Hey. Hey, dude. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, dude, come here. Hey, come here. Nope. Come on, dude. Hey. Alright, so. Come here, Bubba. Hey, come here. Nope. Come on, dude. Hey, calm down. Calm down. Hey, hey. Hey, calm down. Hey. Alright, one minute here. Come here, dude. Hey, come here, dude. Hey. Come on, Bubba. Hey, hey. All right. Okay. Come on. Hey. All right. I hope we managed to stay on camera with that. So, let me just grab something here real quick. Something to point with. There we go. All right. All right, guys. I'm gonna have to show two different cameras at a time here. But one of the first things we talk about here, I'm gonna move the cameras as I talk about them. But one of the things we talk about a lot with these snakes here is right here. That's not the nostril. That's actually the heat sensing pit on these snakes. That's what allows them to be able to see, you know, very, very small changes in temperature. Even in the complete darkness, you know. Actually, the studying of these snakes and the heat sensing pits is something that helped lead to the creation of thermal imaging cameras. Hey guys, there's 359 people watching with 194 likes. Please smash that like button. Help get me up there. I got to go with 300 likes tonight. There's enough people here right now to help me with that. If y'all will, please help me out. Please help me out. But anyway, so, And the reason, again, for the tube here is just to safely handle this animal, you know, without having to restrain it, without having to squeeze its neck. Let me try to get this camera focused too here at the same time. I can raise it up a little bit here. There we go. So let me turn and turn. There we go, guys. So anyway, so yeah, so here's the reason for these tubes. Again, we safely have the animal in here where it cannot bite us. But at the same time, we're not, you know, pinching that snake's head, you know, we're not, you know, we're not harming that animal in any way, you know, like I say, some of these videos you see, you know, you got guys putting their foot on the back of the snake and all that crazy stuff to do this. Hey, thank you for the gift from Canada. I can't hit the heart right now, my hands are full, but thank you, thank you. But yeah, so, and let me show this camera quick, but right there at the end of the tip of the nose there, that is actually the heat sensing pits right here. You see there's two holes. There's a hole up there, that's its nostril, and a hole down here. That's the heat sensing pit on this animal. And I'll show this camera closer too, but so right here, that's the nostril. That hole down there is the heat sensing pit right there. So this is a yellow phase timber rattlesnake, guys. Let me try to, sorry guys, I'm fighting two cameras by myself here, and it's very, very tough. So, but this is the timber rattlesnake. You know, you can tell the timber rattlesnake, usually they have this, oh, sorry, I let go to try to point for you guys, and he pulled back on me. No, 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 you don't. No, you don't. Not under the dishwasher. No, you don't. Come on. Hey. No, you don't. Come on, Bubba. Come on, buddy. Come on. Come on, Bubba. Come on. Come on. Come on, buddy. Hey. Come on, bud. Let go. Not under the dishwasher. There we go. Come on. Oh, I know you're upset. I know. I'm sorry. I definitely, let me get back a hold of him again. Come on, Bubba. Hey, calm down. Hey, calm down, bud. Hey, calm down. Come on, dude. Here, come on. Hey, come on. Come on, dude. Hey. Nope. Hey. Come on, dude. Hey, come here, dude. Oh, man. It's so tough with one person. Nope. Come on, man. Come on, Bubba. Here. Come on. Make this easy, will you? Here. No? You don't want to make it easy for me? I wouldn't either. Alright, there we go. Alright. So. Alright. Anyway, I need a damn helper is what I need. So anyway, something I'm going to show you here. The way we tell the difference in male and female with these snakes is, hopefully both cameras can see it. Let me try to get it. If I have to, I'll show two separate times here. But, okay, yeah, right here. Here we go. So these scales that you see right here on the bottom of the tail, this is the cloaca, which is also known as the vent. Yeah, the snake is a little stressed out. Thank you for the gift. Thank you. He's stressed because I let go of the tube and he backed out on me, so I tossed him. But here, let me show this camera. So this is the cloaca, aka the vent or the butthole. And from there to the base of the rattle is what's called the subcaudal scale. Show this camera again. This is the subcaudal scales. So with timber rattlesnakes, and now you can pretty much get away with this with all rattlesnakes, but it's going to be a different subcaudal scale count. So with this fucking tripod sucks, but with the subcaudal scale count, now I'll come back to the vertical one here in a second, guys. I know, well, there we go. I think I got it on both now. So you can do this with all rattlesnakes, but it's a different number count, you know. If it has less than 21 subcaudal scales, it is a female, or most likely a female. If it has more than 21, it is most likely a male snake. So what we do is starting at the vent, we count, you know, and we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. There's 23 on this snake. There's 23 subcaudal scales on this snake. So that makes it most likely a male snake. Guys, please smash that like button for me. If you haven't already hit that like button, please smash that like button. I want to get this out to as many people as possible, guys. Your likes are what really help us out here. Yes, guys, this is a male snake. We got 340 people watching with 227 likes. I have a goal of 300 likes tonight. I only need 75 more, or 70 more now. So if y'all can help me out, please, even if you're only going to be here for a minute, smash that like button, guys. But now, when it comes to telling venomous and non-venomous snakes, especially here in the United States, I'm going to let them crawl farther up into the tube here. There we go. Okay. So, when it comes to venomous and non-venomous snakes here, especially in the United States, this light's fucking bitch. I'm going to turn on just the overhead light, guys, and I'm going to dim this one out because it's really tough to keep the glare off the tube. Actually, on the horizontal, it's not bad, so let me try to turn this camera maybe. That'll help. Come on, bitch. There we go. There we go. Okay. So anyway, how are we over there? Yeah, we're good. We're good. Can I lower this one some? Yeah, there we go. Okay. So anyway, where am I with this one? This is tough with two cameras, guys. Very tough with two of them. Yeah, sorry about the cussing, guys, but these, you know, trying to fight two cameras. But anyway, guys, so the venom glands on these snakes are actually right back here, you know, basically there in the back corner of the mouth, you know, it's up on the head there. And that's what gives a venomous snake that very diamond or triangular shaped head that you see. Because their venom glands are just sort of swelled up. You can actually see with me holding them like that, you can actually see it sort of puffed up a little bit on each side of it there. So, anyway, guys, so now one of the other most important things to show tonight that a lot of people ask, as you can see, this guy's got a relatively short rattle. This guy's rattle here has, you know, been broken off by itself. So it's only got 4 segments, 1, 2, 3, 4, because this black one right here is his newest segment, and when he sheds his skin again, it'll actually look like that. He's got a thin layer of skin over that segment right there. But these rattles are literally little interlocking segments of keratin, and keratin is the same stuff that our fingernails are made of. What did that person just say, that Hollywood person? Come on, back up, Bubba. Back up, big dude. Here. So, and then the belly scales, like now, most of you ain't going to get close enough to a snake, you know, to be able to do this to find out. But here in the United States, and now the stuff I'm showing you only applies to snakes in the United States. In the United States, you see on the venomous snake, the scales all go straight across. On a snake that is non-venomous here in the United States, or rear fang venomous like the garter snake, these will actually be a crisscross scale after the cloaca. They released it to kill turkeys. That's weird because turkeys eat baby timber rattlesnakes. That's weird. Unless they wanted to get rid of, you know, yeah, I mean, if they release some bigger ones, then that would make sense. But now, I'm going to let this guy come a little further out, and we're going to look down in the tube at his face to get a closer shot of those heat-sensing pits. There we go, guys. There's a closer shot of the heat-sensing pits right there. And now let me show this camera. The same thing. There's a closer shot of the heat-sensing pits. Again, that's what allows this snake to see its prey even in complete darkness. And also with most of our venomous snakes here in the United States, they end up having like a, and now some other snakes do, like the water snakes and stuff like that. Nah, I'm not usually worried, Crowbar, but they have a keeled scale. And when I talk about it, and I'll show the other camera too here in a second, guys. When I talk about a keeled scale, if you realize in the center of each one of these scales, there's actually a little line right down the middle of those scales. That is a keeled scale. It basically, the center's got a higher ridge than both edges, and that's what makes them look so rough, you know, like they do. Hey, guys, thanks for the gifts. Guys, we got 260 likes, 305 people watching. Can y'all please get me to 300 likes? I only need 40 more. I know there's enough of y'all to help me out with that, so please smash that like button for us, please. And now here, camera, if you see down the center of these scales, there's a ridge there, guys. And again, that's most prevalent with our venomous species here in the United States. Now, there are some non-venomous, so that's not a good indicator way to tell venomous from non-venomous. But this diamond-shaped head certainly is, you know, the elliptical pupils there. You got those pupils that sort of look like a cat eye. There are I believe there's 2 snakes in the United States that have elliptical pupils that are non-venomous. But I'm not sure exactly what they are. And then right there, for this camera, guys, there's those elliptical pupils. That's another good way to, you know, determine venomous for non-venomous. And again, this is only effective in the United States. Only in the United States. But again, guys, there's the front hole you're seeing there is the nostril. The one that's between the eye and the nostril is the heat-sensing pit. See it, guys? Between the eye and the nostril is the heat-sensing pit. This is a yellow-phased timber rattlesnake. Yes, it's a tube to examine him because I'm able to check for, like I told y'all about, you know, snake fungal disease being prevalent in timber rattlesnakes. Well, this guy here actually did have snake fungal disease, but he overcame his bout with snake fungal disease, so I needed to do an inspection on him anyway, and he's looking very good. He's looking very clean of it. He don't have any signs right now of it. So that's very good news. And then also, if you ever have to medicate a venomous snake, this is also what you would do, is you would put them in one of these acrylic tubes like this, and or polycarbonate tubes, and, you know, administer the medication. Now, with a venomous snake, at least the way I've always done it and the way I've been taught, there you go, guys. Look, he's bringing his head out a little bit. He's going to start pulling from me here. And maybe get out, actually, so I may have to sit him down. But he's bringing his head out so y'all can get a real good look at his head, actually. There you go, guys. Guys, we only need 6 more to get to 300 likes, guys, please. Smash that like button for us. We really, really need y'all's likes. Again, it helps with our conservation efforts. It helps tremendously, guys. It's the only thing that we can do on this channel to pay off and keep going is the likes, guys. I'm going to have to sit him down a minute. So let me sit him down. He's getting out of the tube. I had let him crawl too far forward. But now guys, let me grab another hook here, because I'll pick him up on the hooks here and show you too. Don't let him get under that dishwasher. There we go, Bubba. Come here. Come here, Bubba. And then when you use hooks, I hope you guys can see this good. When you use hooks, you want to support them in 2 points of the body most of the time. Now, obviously, when they move on you, you got to reposition your hook. Oh, and he don't want to stay on it. He's had about enough of me fooling with him for the night. But keep 2 points of contact, because even though he's a snake, you know, you can hurt his ribs and stuff like that, you know, trying to hold him on one hook for too long, you know, and stuff, because he is a fairly large, you know, I mean, he's not a huge rattlesnake, but he's got some weight to him, you know, and, you know, so it really puts some pressure, downward pressure on them, onto their ribs and stuff. And believe it or not, their ribs are kind of fragile. But yeah, so now let me get out a female and show you the difference in the female and the male here. Let me get her out from under her hide here. Come on, girl, where you at? Come on, girl. Come on out of there. Come on out of there, girl. Stay in there, Bubba. Come here. Come here, girl. Hey. Come here, girl. Come on. Come here, good girl. Hey. Come here. Come here. Come here, girl. No, get down in there, boy. Alright. So, now, the tube that I have out is actually a little large for her, but I know her so well that I'm okay with tubing her with a large tube. There we go. So, there we go. Now, as we showed just a little bit ago with the male in the subcaudal scale count and stuff, let me move my cameras. Okay, so we had showed with the male in the subcaudal scale count. This fucking light, man. There, is there still enough light? There we go. Okay. So anyway, guys, one thing you're going to notice different about the female and the male is, you see how narrow that head is? Well, with that light on there, you don't. But you see the head is much more narrow than it is with the male. Now this girl here, again, she had, yeah, we're not playing around, buddy, but anyway, she had snake fungal disease as well as the male did. I wish this fucking glare would go away. Come on, man. You know what, I'm going to turn on the overhead light, guys. That glare is horrible. There we go. With any luck, we'll be able to see with that light. Yeah, that's not too bad. So, alright, so. Uh-oh. Guys, right here, oh crap, I didn't get to show you. She had turned around on me, and I was going to show you guys what I was talking about with too big of a tube, but I was able to drop it down, and she was able to turn around. Hey, thank you for the gift. Thank you, and thank you for subscribing. Thank you very much. But anyway, guys, so on to what I was going to talk about here. Let me get her to flip over here where I can position her correctly here. There we go. And now my pointer. Here we go. Okay, so I'm going to turn the light back over here now since I'm holding her like this. But now I showed you guys with the male that they will have more than 21 subcaudal scales. With the female, again, going from the vent to the base of the rattle, you want to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So this one has 18 subcaudal scales. So she is most likely a female rattlesnake. Thank you for the gift. What's up, capital D? D, we are also in a vertical stream too. I'm not ignoring this. I look over at both of them. I do check them both out, but we have a vertical stream going as well. Guys, look at that. We only need 53 more to hit 400 likes, guys. Please smash that like button for us, please. But guys, yeah, so that's how you tell the difference of male and female. Now, this girl has had babies for me. This is actually the mother to the baby that we fed just before doing this. And since you guys have liked this so much, maybe I will do this with other snakes as well to give y'all close-up looks at the different stuff with them. I know I'm a little unprepared for it tonight because I didn't really intend to do this. I at last minute put it together. Otherwise, I would, you know, had it more planned out and stuff, but whatever. We're still good. But again, guys, you know, you look, she has the nostril and the heat sensing pit. You got the eye, and then straight forward is the nostril. Slightly lower between the two is the heat sensing pit. Thank you, capital D. She is gorgeous. She's a very pretty girl. And then, guys, here's something cool that a lot of people wouldn't know. Even seasoned snake keepers wouldn't, you know, realize this. But the rattle on this snake, the snake fungal disease that she had, is actually, what that is a keratin-eating fungus, and it destroyed her rattle. She didn't have a rattle, so I actually had an extra Atrox, or Western Diamondback rattle, and as you can see, these first two buttons where my thumbnail's pointing at is smaller than the rest, and that's because I put an Atrox rattle on her because her rattle got eaten up with the snake fungal disease. Now again, we got her to recover from the snake fungal disease. This girl had babies, and she went well over a year without eating, and before I finally got her to eat again. On DHJ, if you're talking about a Western Diamondback and a Mojave, yes. On a Mojave, the white bands will be twice as thick as the black bands. With a Atrox or a Western Diamondback, it'll be the same. All right. So, yeah, anyway, so here we go, guys. There's a better look. If you see her head, you know, again, she got them venom glands, you know, same place. But her head is much more narrow than the male's head was. The male got a fatter head. But when you look at it, and another thing is if you look at her tail here, you see how her tail's fat, and then all at one time right here before the black, it really pinches down, and then it's real short to the base of the rattle after the pinch. That's another way to tell that she's a female. The females will go down, they'll immediately pinch down and be a short tail after the cloaca. Where's my microphone? Let's give you guys a good old loud rattle here. There you go. There's some ASMR for y'all. I could fall asleep to that noise. All right, so let me adjust the camera down, and I'm going to sit her down. Oh, shit. I'm going to sit her down here on the ground and let her move a little bit and show you guys, you know, all right, let me get my hook here and get ready. Now, and then that's the other thing. whenever I release the snake from in a tube, it's much safer for both myself and the snake. Because now I just sit the tube down and I either allow, look at that guys, there you go guys, look, she's turning around. I hope y'all could see that. Look, this is something I wanted to show you. See how she has turned around inside that tube? That's why you want to use the appropriately sized tube. Now, I told y'all before I started this that the tube that I'm using is too large for her, but I know this snake well enough to know I could get away with it. So, and also, you know, you don't have to let them crawl all the way out themselves. You can just pick the tube up and give them a little tiny gentle shake. But this girl here, she's about 3 foot long probably. Guys, we need 31 more likes to hit our goal of 400 tonight, guys. 31 more. Please smash that like button for us. It doesn't cost anything to hit that like button, guys, but it pays off tremendously for us. Again, we don't beg for money and stuff here, you know, but we beg for your likes. We really need your likes to be successful, guys. We only need 27 more. Keep them coming, y'all. Please help us out. Even if you're only going to be here for a minute, smash that like button. I've been snake handling for all total over 20 years, but heavily since 2009. Guys, just to show you, look, I mean, I'm sitting in a chair here, you know, and look, the snake does not come my direction. The snake wants to go opposite of me every single time. Thank you, Lee Elliott. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I am a fuggin'. I do. I walk it all the time. But yeah, guys, so that just shows you that, watch, I'm going to do something here. Watch. Check this out. Look. Look. That snake is running from me. That snake does not want to strike. Now, if I scare it too bad, it'll put up a defense, but if you see, I get close to that snake, it turns its direction to get away from me. That snake does not want to come after you. That snake will not come after you. You absolutely need to disregard all the warnings the snake gives you for that snake to get frustrated enough to want to bite you. So if you take the warning the snake so gracefully offers you, you're going to be just fine. So, and then when, you know, again, you see guys on these other channels and stuff, and again, some of these guys are great keepers. You know, they take very good care of their animals, and, you know, they are definitely good at what they do. You know, I just don't agree with the free handling. And when I say free handling, I'm talking, you know, picking these animals up 100% without any tools and, you know, stuff like that. Now, what I'm doing here is not free handling. This is the appropriate way to handle a venomous snake. You know, those guys that are picking them up with no tools at all, absolutely not. You want to hold the tail, you know, to have some control. And you want to be able to, you know, have enough room, like if she starts to spin that way, I spin out of it, you know. See, now that has redirected the way she's looking. And it keeps me safe. Like, see, when I spin a little, her head goes straight again. Look, see, straight again. But, you know, picking these guys up with absolutely no tools and stuff is absolutely nonsense. Absolute nonsense. There's no reason to be doing that stuff, especially on the internet. And see, guys, actually, me holding her like this, she has calmed down. She's not even rattling. Well, now she is, but yeah. But she had stopped rattling for a second and calmed right down. But now I'm back here, and the snake's trying to go the other way. But as soon as I come the other way, she will switch directions. But now she's just kind of laying there like, now what are you going to do, idiot? Are you done with me? Guys, 7 more likes. We'll hit that 400, guys. Absolutely, Sean. Yes, there's lots of guys that have lost their life from free handling. You know, guys, just think about it. You know, one of the best men in the world that you know, kept venomous snakes. Well, look at this snake backing away from me, watching what I'm doing, but backing away. You see that? But anyway, one of the greatest handlers and keepers in the country that has passed away, that actually did not free handle, was Dingo Dinkelman. Dingo Dinkelman was a very good keeper. He very respectful, very good guy. And unfortunately, he still got bit, you know. So you really got to be careful. All right, guys, we hit 400. I appreciate the heck out of that, guys. Thank you very much. Actually, guys, you know what? She has a piece of stuck shed on her back that I've wanted to get off for quite some time now. And now that I have the opportunity, I'm going to go ahead and take it. Like, you'll see sometimes on them videos, you'll see some of them guys say, oh, there's a piece of stuck shed on this one, and they'll free handle it to take that piece of shed off, you know, just to get some views on their videos. And you know, sure, it's their own life, you know, their own limb, but I don't agree with it because of the younger people, the younger kids and stuff that think that it looks cool, and they have a cell phone in their pocket nowadays, and they see a snake out somewhere, and they decide to, you know, tell their buddy to record them, you know. So, not a good, look at that, she's turning around on me, guys, you see it? That's turning around when you use too big of a tube. Now, I'm pinching the tube so she can't get me. But that's what I was talking about by turning around in the tube on me. All right, girl. All right, girl. There you go. No, over here, pretty girl. You can't go under there. No, come on. Come on, pretty girl. Hey. Hey, come here. Come here. But yeah, guys, so that's, yeah, she wants to haul ass now because I just, you know, tubed her again, and I just messed with her trying to get that piece of stuck shit off her back. But anyway, guys, so these here have been the timber rattlesnake some of the prettiest snakes on the planet, in my opinion. I guess that vertical one got a little bit grainy when I just enlarged it. Or a horizontal one, rather. But, yeah. Some of the prettiest rattlesnakes on the planet. How can you tell the difference in a male and a female? I guess you weren't in here for that talk. One of the ways you can visually tell with them on the ground is, if you see how her body right here it goes thick, 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 and then right there it pinches down all at one time, and then she's just got a little short section between the pinch and the base of the rattle. That's how you can indicate a female with a rattlesnake. Yeah, ghosts are in the attic. The only way to sex a snake 100% is to probe them. And a probe is a, what up, Big Ern? Ain't seen you in a minute. But anyway, is to probe them. A probe is basically a stainless steel, almost looks like a crocheting needle, you know. Or knitting, whatever you call them, crocheting. Yeah, it'd be crochet, like a crochet needle almost. And yes, Lee, they are. And you take that and you go inside the vent on one, you know, either side, and you put it in there. And if that probe goes in, you know, just like about 2 scales, it's a female. If it goes deeper, you know, then it's a male. Because of the hemipenes. The hemipenes turn inside out and go down into a pocket, you know. Yeah, Sean, you're actually right. I have used them as probes for Burmese pythons in the past. Any of these, hippie? Is that what you talking about? Alright. I just scared her, but so as soon as I scared her, though, and again, guys, I'll show you for anybody new that come in. Look, the closer I get, the more she wants to get away. I have just for the last, you know, half hour, 45 minutes, I have harassed these snakes more than enough for them to try to bite me. And you have not seen one of them even strike at me at all. You know, that shows you how little they actually want to bite you. You know, you see me put them in a tube. The first one, you see me put him in a tube, throw him on the ground, and put him back in a tube. And he still didn't try to bite me. You know, so these snakes, guys, 100% are not villains. And those stories of people saying, oh, I had a cottonmouth or a water moccasin, you know, chase me. No, you didn't. You did not have a snake chase you. And actually, a good example of that is I'm going to be having come out here. I just got my new computer tonight to be able to edit 4K video. And so I'm going to edit the video, and y'all are going to actually see where I had put together a small scenario of, you know, a snake going right past somebody where they thought that, you know, where most people would have thought the snake was coming after them. But I'm going to put her away, and I have one more small snake that I would like to try to feed. Alright guys, so I hope y'all enjoyed the little explanation there about some things with those guys, and let's go ahead and see if we can't get this girl here to, or this boy here, this is the male that I'm about to pull out here. I'm going to go ahead and end the horizontal live. There ain't nobody left over there, so